taken large amounts of time off of work in these sudden emergency moves that we've been committed
This is
to
something I've
when we
heard
have
before.
to.
But like this is like the premier's been talking about this. He's talking about it today. This is big. This has gone nationwide, and what's happening? It's raising the consciousness of the homeless problem. We do have.
And again,
That's the good thing about this. But a lot of innocents have been affected here.
Trust me,
but-
I know.
know the problem.
Man, I know. And David starts a mess. David creates an action, and he does it, and then he goes.
He didn't think this through.
That's David, right? But we know David's heart's in the right place, and we know that. I know, but he's
the tenants that live here, they're not happy.
of course not, and they're the innocent ones. But so are the homeless campers, right? So
I understand.
it's innocence.
That doesn't happen.
Yeah. So maybe, brother.
Unfortunate.
So, brother, I've been using the camera mostly for protection when the police come and stuff.
Yeah.
So, if you wanted to say something to David right now, you say it and I'll send it to him right away. Okay. So, just open up and say hi, and and your name, please.
Hello, David. It's Sam Sarah here. You made your point. Let's also worry about the people that are living here. They're very concerned. They're your friends living with you. So let's think about them as well. You wanted publicity, you wanted this cause. I'm with you on that.
You got
right?
It. It's good action.
If we do this the right way, I'm with you. Whether it's money-wise, time-wise, but this is not the way to do it, right? So we can end this quicker. All we want to hear is you saying, telling them that they have to go. I will help, time-wise, money-wise, I will even get on the media and say, let's find these people somewhere nicer,
a peaceful conclusion
to go to that is respectable, so that we can actually have sympathy for them. Right now, they're not getting. I know you're trying to make a point, but doing this, they have lost a lot of sympathy. So let's get sympathy for them by doing it right.
And David and brother, right now the whole world's watching this, or the whole country's watching this, and let's be a good example of how to resolve.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Thank
David,
you.
We've been friends a long time, and you know where my heart is. And I've worked with you. You've taken on some people here that really needed help, and I stood by you. So this is not a good way to repay me. So let's work on this together, rather than doing it this way. It's not helping anybody. Not helping Christie's crew or the tenants here. The public is not happy. So let's get some real support. And there's no doubt we need help. People need help.
Great action, David, but and you've got everyone's attention now. So let's end this gracefully.
Is he on there?
No, he's hearing my voice. So.
Oh, is he online now?
No. When I send this to him, he's going to hear me, and I'm.
Okay. David and Andrew's with me. He's trying to do what he can. He's supportive. He's looking out for both sides. The tenants, two of them had to stay in a hotel last night. So let's work together. Let's work together, because now we're working against each other. Okay.
Thanks, brother.
I really appreciate your
Hey.
support. So,
Come on.
I honestly, I do.
I know.
And you know
I see it. I see it.
I'm not making this up.
No.
You've known me a long time.
my commitment is that if we can figure it out with our supporters, will be back at the end of the week, and I need those people to help support, so that we can actually move to government land, where again we'll probably be pushed out within 2 or 3 days, and we will continuously do this over and over.
Listen to me. If you get me on your side, if you get me on your side, right? I will work with you and say, look, let's get these people. Let's work together. Can we?
In Nanaimo, they've given them land to do some more things.
If you're sincere with me, you and I, I will work with you. Let's go online right now and say, look, let's get these people a proper place. Whoever's listening out there, let's find these people a proper home.
And ask for help now together.
Right? Let's ask for help together.
Yeah. And if it's not a home, at least a piece of land where people can camp until there are homes. I think we're good now.
The world is watching, and we're going to show how we resolve here things in Victoria.
Hello?
Right, actually.
Hi. You wanna get this online?
Yeah.
This is good.
Get camera.
What's going on?
They're working together.
We're working together.
Yeah.
What's going on?
We're gonna find a solution.
Yeah. They're together.
We agreed to work together.
Okay. Okay. Well, maybe can we talk to you guys?
Oh yeah, please.
Hey, well. Hey, Kylie.
We have a chance to show the world and we have a chance to show the country how we resolve things here in this country. Working together for a common goal. Something that makes sense.
You guys are good? What's going on?
Well, Chrissy and I had a chat. I explained to her that I'm on your side, and we had a really nice chat, heart to heart. And she understands my position. I understand hers. And I said, let's work on this together. Right now, we've been working against each other, right? Let's, her and I, find a place for them, a proper place. And that's what they deserve. That's what they need. And she's on board with that. So, Chris, you want to talk about that one?
We're asking that the government, similar to Nanaimo, find land somewhere in the Greater Victoria region where people can be, something similar to Regina Park, with more government supports to allow people to be somewhere 24 hours a day, not just 12 to 14 hours a day overnight, and having nowhere to go and be continuously pushed and moved around.
When do you expect to, or when do you hope to then vacate this area?
Well, I think that his request and my request is that the government and the municipalities come to some sort of solution and some sort of land where we can go, where we're not continuously moved around. We'll continue to make our plan to move to possible municipal or government land, maybe quicker than the 20th. And we'll work with our supporters to make that happen, because our fight is with the government and the municipalities in the Greater Victoria region and across the province to ensure that the 500,000 homeless people across BC have somewhere to go.
But the government has offered you shelter already.
And during the day, people who have medical needs that need to be supported and need somewhere to go lie down have to leave at 7 a.m. and not return to the Friendship Center. You can't be at the Friendship Center during the day. So people who are doing programs to get their kids back or to go through drug and alcohol programs can't go to the Friendship Center if they go and stay there, because they're not allowed there during the day. How is it that in Canada it's legal to say that you don't have a right to exist from 9 a.m. till 7 p.m. and you can be absolutely nowhere, that you have no right to clean drinking water, that you have no right to lie down and take a nap if it's pouring rain or you have to lie down in the snow?
Sam, can I ask you? I'm about to go to air quite soon. I'm just trying to understand. You had a rally. You've issued a notice to evict these people.
Yes.
Have you changed your mind? Like, when do they have to leave by? When are they leaving by?
No, I haven't got that far. We just had a conversation. So what we agreed to is work together on this and find a place that is suitable. Christy understands my situation. The other tenants are very concerned. They're affected by this. So obviously there's a problem here. We need a proper place for these people to go to.
So how long can they stay
whoever's
here?
listening, maybe the government, somebody can call and say, we have somewhere where they can have some respect and have a proper place to go to.
Oh. So how long can they stay here, though, is what I'm trying to understand.
Well, I will have talked some more, but I'm assuming she's going to be on the safe side and agree to work together here and solve this together, because I don't want to see them pushed out by the police. I'd rather do this amicably and do it properly. So that's my goal at this point, and hopefully we can do it.
I guess what I'm wondering is if there's nowhere else for them to go, and the government has said that it's already made shelter beds available, they're welcome to stay here until there's somewhere else for them to go?
I don't think that's what he's saying. I think that we're hoping to work together to be able to move before the 20th and still allow David his free speech and be really grateful that he opened up his home and is continuing to create conversation around this crisis, and the fact that the only person that's come to our table is a private landowner and not the premier and not the ministers of housing and not the Ministry of Poverty Reduction, not the Minister of Environment, but a private landowner whose land that I didn't even know we were occupying until after we moved in, is the only one that's sitting at this table having a conversation with us. Not anyone in the government has chosen to come to our table. Not Richard Atwell, not Stu Young, not John Horgan, not Selena Robinson. Where are they? And when a private citizen of British Columbia is doing more than what the government has done, how is that okay? Sorry.
Just going to say, I've got a release from Saanich Police here, just issued a few minutes ago, where they say, the District of Saanich is investigating the camp as a potential violation of Saanich bylaws, or specific bylaw, and the police department is exploring options through the Trespass Act and the Residential Tenancy Act. While efforts are being made to determine who is lawful authority to be on this property, police will closely monitor the camp and respond to any calls for service.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that?
Just sounds like a whole bunch of hubbub.
Can I ask
no one?
One second, Andrew.
You don't want to be everybody's working on it. Everybody's trying, and I think the best solution is to if I and Chrissy here can work this together, that'd be the best solution. And I'm sure they'll have to leave anyways. So why not work together here, be on the same side, and work for the same cause? Of course, there's an issue. Everybody knows there's an issue. So let's work on this, and I'm hoping after this year we can have a discussion, make a game plan, and I would like to ask for some help, see if there's another place they can go to, and I'm willing to offer any resources, money-wise, time-wise. I have lots of friends and family here that can also help as well.
So what do you get offered money-wise?
Well, if they need any kind of help, maybe we need donations, but I'll do what I will do.
What's the potential of them getting kicked off another piece of land? I mean, this just seems to keep happening. So
exactly. So let's put an end to that, from place to place to place. Let's put an end to that. Let's find a proper place.
If Saanich is so concerned and they're having all of these meetings, why don't they do like Nanaimo and come up with a piece of property with the provincial government so that people have somewhere to go until there's housing that's actually built?
What are you going to do if they're still here come October 20th?
Well, I hope she's being sincere with me, and I'm being sincere. So I'm hoping in the next couple of days, maybe tonight and tomorrow. I don't want to see this going on any more than 2 days.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to get a sense of, is how, I know you're looking out for their best interest, want to be compassionate, but realistically, what's your understanding as to how long they will be here on your property?
Well, we don't know. That's what we're asking for. That's what we're asking for help here.
We're asking
Until
for
there's a
Saanich
solution.
and the provincial government to come up with a solution so it's not left on a private landowner to come
It's
up
no
with a
longer
solution.
on Sam.
But one thing for sure, they cannot stay here, right? It's just not fair for everybody. But I will help find a solution. Hopefully, all this publicity has helped bring awareness to this cause. So
But you've said time and time again you want something more than shelter beds. There's nothing going to be built in the next 2 or 3 days for.
No, and I think again we'll just continue on with our plans to move back to provincial and government support and having community members who have been impacted by this, if they choose to continue to support and push the government, and more people that are out there in society push the government to actually take on like the job of supporting its citizens. The poorest province in Canada is Prince Edward Island, but it has the lowest rate of poverty because they've made it a political position from the people that poverty be one of the main things that they look at as a province. So how is that?
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
I'm just confused. Like I don't understand. I know you're saying you like. What's the nature of the agreement? Is it you guys can stay, but not until the 20th?
Well, I think that
the agreement is that unless they find a solution, then they're not. You know.
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
My name's Rob.
Sam, we're both working together here. We're not trying to push them out of anywhere until they somewhere safe.
Oh, hey. Yeah, hi. Yeah. My name's Rob.
They need somewhere to go.
Right.
Okay. So it's not up to Sam to push them out. Right. It's not. You can't just
He's
put
been
it all
saying
on
until
him.
just now that he didn't want them here.
No, he's saying it's not up to me to find a place for them. It's somebody has to
Would you
step
want
in.
them on your property?
Well, I think that's a question a lot of people would say no to.
Of course, absolutely. So you can't put that on him.
No. But
you
I'm
have
just
to
trying
put
to
it
understand.
on the higher
I'm not
power
being
here.
critical. I'm just trying to understand what the agreement was because you both said that there's this heartfelt agreement to
Yes.
move on. But where,
we agree that we're going to work together to find a solution to this, so we can get them moved on to a better place as soon as possible.
Yep.
But this is not an option.
Because Christy and your group have said, we'll be here to the 20th and then move on. Does this mean you'll be here for sure less than the 20th?
There's nothing for sure right now. There's nothing for sure.
Until
they find a solution, until we find a solution,
they're going to stay here.
No.
Until there's a solution?
No. No, I will keep going ahead with the legal process.
That's what I'm wondering. What if the province says, I'm sorry, we've made shelter beds available and there's enough shelter beds for these folks?
I don't want to see them being pushed off, but if we can amicably do something, find a place for them to go, that's my goal.
So, but it may be to the 20th. Is there a date or no?
I'm going to try and work with our supporters so we can give them a bit of before the 20th and move on to one of our other plans if there hasn't been a government solution created. I mean,
right. Okay.
I am good to my word that I've never planned on being here past the 20th, and if we can come up with a better solution quickly with the request from support from the province.
Okay.
And the municipalities, then that would be amazing. If not, we can speed up our
Where are you going next? Do you know?
Who invited him?
How successful were you getting the location from leaving Goldstream? It would make absolutely no sense if I'm going to push the government by